had a question about the harness. How does it keep everything stable? Swords and quiver, and also leave them able to be drawn and used quickly. Drawing is easier than putting them back, because I have to be able to see the top of the sheath to put them back. You can also draw the arrows easily, put them back more easily than the swords. And it's held with this buckle strap on each shoulder, a buckle strap under each arm. The top one goes to buckles on the top of the sheath. The bottom ones, buckles on the bottom of the sheath. So the attachment from the top and 2 attachments from the bottom keep it very stable on my back. I've had one with just the 2 attachments at the top, and that's nearly useless, as the swords just swing around and flop all over the place. And even when you do try to draw them, they'll move away from your hands. This is far more stable and secure, much better. And I'll put a link to where I got this if anybody's interested. Ravenswood Leather made this harness for me a few years ago. And with the backpack, it's pretty simple. You just put the backpack on the way you would always put a backpack on. You just have to get one strap between one sword, one strap between the other sword and the quiver. So the only difference between any other time is getting it between the sword sheath and the quiver. That way the swords stay out wide. You can still draw them quickly and be able to use them. And you can still draw the arrows. Keeps everything secure, tight to your back still. And putting them on this way, the only issue I ever had was getting it back off in a hurry. So I fixed that by making these straps that came with it quick release, and all I did was take off the stops at the end of these straps that kept it from pulling all the way through. So you just grab this little buckle here, flip it up, and the backpack's off that quick. So easy release, ready to fight, nothing weighing you down or throwing you off balance, quick and easy. It's takes a little longer to get back in it because you have to thread those things back through the buckle, but for me, that's a good trade-off. I much prefer, hear those dragons flying overhead? I much prefer the quick deploy, get it off fast, than put it on fast. I imagine I'll be in a bigger hurry to get it off my back so I can fight than I will be to get it on my back so I can walk all day. You can also put it on more like a regular backpack, I suppose. More traditionally, on the outside of the swords. But as you can see, it pulls everything really close together. So now the swords are crushing the arrows. You can still draw the swords, and you can still sheathe the swords, and you can still draw the arrows, but everything is more complicated. I cannot sheathe my swords with it like this because I can't see the quiver, the sheath. So I can't put the swords back, but they can be drawn. One's not more comfortable than the other. The only thing is access, and I'd rather have quick access to my swords than have this on the outside, as it's not any more or less comfortable, as I said. And you can take it off quick just like a regular backpack. Just drop it like you would any backpack. But I prefer the other way. So I hope that answers the question of how this thing functions to keep everything stable, also to be able to wear a backpack with it and still draw the swords. So if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to make another video and answer them if I know the answer.